People. I know it's been a while since I touched on the Botham John Amber Guyger case. And, like, as you know, there's still no updated information on it. The only thing I could find is that the family talked to the DA, and the family has no regrets or any ill feelings about where the DA is going with the case. And that's as much as they said, that they feel confident with the job that the DA is doing. So once again, I guess we're just going to have to wait until the trial. But after all the videos, after the research, and especially after a lot of your comments, I took into consideration. I just wanted to give a quick breakdown of just my opinion and my theory of what happened. Now, like I said, I am not a lawyer. I am not a detective. I'm not an investigator. I just find interest in this case because I do believe that Botham was very unjustly killed. Like, I know bad things happen to people every day, but sometimes, like, you gotta feel something. At some point in time, especially the way this world is getting, you have to, at some point in time, feel something to ignite some type of fire in you. You know, just something that be like, that just wasn't right. And this case, or this unfortunate incident, is what put that fire in me. And this just was not right. But anyway, starting off, spoiler alert. If you are an Amber Guyger fan, a friend of hers, or a supporter of hers, stop the video, put your dislike, and you can leave now, because you are not gonna like what comes in the rest of this video. If you had any problem with me just putting the facts out there and the things she said in her statement, then you really ain't gonna like this video. So you can stop it here and move on. Especially, I had one person put in the comments that maybe Botham had did something to deserve being killed like that. That it was karma. And like I asked him, how bad of something do you have to do for karma to come back at you like that? I mean, what in the world would you have to do for karma to come back at you like that? So, like I said, if you're an Amber Guyger supporter, stop the video here, move on. Anyway, now I know there's a lot of speculations still out there. I know there's a lot of theories out there. But me personally, just my opinion, I don't know what the relationship was between Amber Guyger and Botham John, because there has been nothing concrete. And she had wiped her social media, so the only thing that was left was the Pinterest account, and I didn't see anything pointing to a relationship or a real race issue. Like, I know she got that picture up there with a family member holding up the white supremacy sign. But to be honest with you, I got some family members that just don't like Caucasians. That don't mean I agree with them. So I'm not discounting it, but I'm just saying personally, I've seen no hard evidence of it. I've seen no hard evidence of a relationship, nor have I seen any hard evidence of any type of white supremacy or hunting of the black man, if you will. So I can't tell you specifically what relationship they had. All I could go off of is what I showed y'all. The news reports, what the DA said, what the Texas Rangers statement said, what the Dallas PD statement said. And just her parking on the fourth floor and going to his apartment, like, which I believe she already planned on confronting him. She already planned on confronting him. Because, like I said, if she had went to her apartment first, then why would you bring the police back? Like, even if she went to her apartment, heard the gospel music coming from upstairs, and then decided to go confront him, still, why would you bring the police back? And number two, from all the accounts that I've seen, Botham was eating cereal and watching a sports game. And personally, I don't know too many people that listen to gospel music while they watching sports. You can do both, but I'm not confident that at that time he was blasting his music if he was watching sports. Like I said, I could be wrong. I could be absolutely wrong. This is just my opinion. I'm not putting this out there to spread any type of lies or any type of fabrication. I'm just giving a theory of what I believe happened. And like I said, I don't know what brought her to Botham's apartment, but evidently she wanted to confront him about something. And when she got to the door, there was probably some words exchanged to the point where she tried to use her master key to get in. But as y'all see on one of my other videos, there's a third deadbolt above the door handle. Well, actually the second deadbolt above the door handle that can't be accessed from the outside. It can only be accessed from inside. So even with her master key, if Botham had that deadbolt on, she couldn't get in, which I think that's why the neighbors heard the banging on the door, the bang, bang, let me in, because he had that deadbolt on. But for whatever reason, Botham got up and let Amber in, or at least opened the door. And from witness accounts, there were some words exchanged. She pulled out the gun and shot him. Personally, I believe there was a slight struggle, or he either backed up or he tried to retreat. And the only reason I say that was because of the second bullet. Well, I don't know if it was the first bullet that hit that wall or the second bullet that hit that wall. But one shot she missed, one shot she hit him with. And I'm thinking in that apartment, there's not a lot of space. So I don't see her missing at close range once she took aim. So I'm thinking there, either one, he had to be truly across the room. Like they said, he was across the room. So either he had to be across the room and he darted back there, backed up. I don't know what the case may be. Like I said, this is all theories and speculations. And until they come out with the trial and more evidence comes out about exactly what happened, this is all we have to go by. But yeah, unfortunately, like I said, he somehow backed up. She shot him. And I'm not exactly sure why there was bloody bandages. Because if those are police bandages and she gave him the bandages, like somebody else had pointed out, when the authorities, or at least when the first responders showed up, or even when she was videoed pacing up and down that hallway, I didn't see any blood on her. There was no blood on her hands, unless she washed her hands, and I don't see her using his apartment sink to wash her hands. You know what I mean? So if she helped him, when the hell did she clean up? Which leads me to believe that she didn't help him, which I don't understand why she would have tossed him the bandages Maybe there was some sympathy after the act was done. I don't know. Like I said, this is all still a bunch of speculation and a lot of unanswered questions. A lot of unanswered questions. But like I said, her administering or trying to stop the bleeding, nah, there wasn't a speck of blood on that woman's hands. So like I said, I don't know if she tossed the bandages to him or shoot, if he had to go in the bag and grab the bandages himself. Like, I don't know how all that went down. Like, we'll have to find out in the trial. But after that, she probably made a few phone calls. We won't know about that until they give the call log, whatever phone call she made at the time. And she had to come up with a story. And what she came up with is the bullshit that we heard. Like I said, it's unfortunate. I pray for the family. But with such a lack of information out there, there's really not a whole lot to go on right now. Some people compared it to Casey Anthony or George Zimmerman, which, in my opinion, George Zimmerman, that was not stand your ground. The minute that 911 caller told him to cease and desist following Trayvon Martin, and you choose to follow this man that you claim is a suspect, and you choose to follow him anyway, that stops being stand your ground. Because he's not after you. You're after him. But it's water under the bridge. What can you do? And as for Casey Anthony, there is no way your child can be missing for an entire month and you at the club partying like there's no tomorrow. Your little girl is missing for a month and you just don't know what happened. You don't inquire about it. You don't tell the police. You're at the club drinking and partying. But those are just briefly what I feel about those cases. Maybe somewhere down the road, I might discuss some other high-profile cases. But just for right now, for the meantime, until something else comes up about this Amber Guyger Botham John case, this is all we have. And like you, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to hear something, anything, please. But for now, that's it. All right, people, y'all be safe, be blessed. One.